What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, Connor Onchain. So in this video, I want to cover BitTensor and its ecosystem a little bit. I want to get into how to actually buy and stake your BitTensor tokens to different subnets individually. There's actually many ways to do this, like a ton of different ways, but I'm going to show you guys one of the easiest ways that I've found where, I'm pretty sure anyone and everyone, if you're even fairly new to this eco, you're going to be able to jump into these subnet tokens fairly easily. So how I look at it, there's three main steps in which you're going to do this. Number one is you need to get on a centralized exchange because, at least the ways that I've tried it, it's very hard to get BitTensor into a real BitTensor wallet without using a centralized exchange. It is just 20 times easier. The fact that BitTensor just got on Coinbase as well, literally I think this morning, is huge. Makes it a lot easier for everyone. So number one, you want to buy your BitTensor on a centralized exchange, let's say. Step two is you want to get it into a valid Polkadot / BitTensor wallet. And I say Polkadot because BitTensor actually is kind of like a Polkadot ecosystem project, if you will. And so, it kind of works with valid Polkadot addresses. Or not even Polkadot addresses, but basically just on top of Polkadot itself is where it was built. So number two is once you get that into a valid wallet. Number three is going to be coming to a platform like this here, which is taostats.io, or another platform called taomarketcap.com. This one also you can connect your wallet and stake. I personally think taostats is my favorite. So those are the three steps, and through this platform, you connect that wallet, and from there, you actually can choose the individual subnets that you want to stake to, and then you can also choose which validator you want to stake within. So let's cover a little bit about it. So, like I was saying, so with subnets too, so there's three aspects to a BitTensor subnet. You get the miners, you get the validators, and you got the owners. And every single block that BitTensor produces, because its tokenomics are fairly similar to Bitcoin, if not very similar to Bitcoin, every single block that is produced, is basically mining a BitTensor token or, a certain amount of BitTensor. Every single block that makes all that BitTensor is getting sent straight into subnet token, whether it's liquidity. It's being split up between those three parts of a subnet within all of the subnets, every single block. So it's like very, very slow, slowly putting more liquidity in, getting things moving within the eco. But that is also why, a lot of these subnet tokens are minuscule market caps, but if you look at their fully diluted, they are insane. Like this is number one, or rank two, but I'm pretty sure this is one of the first subnet tokens. Look at this market cap, 9 million, right? Look at the fully diluted, 2 billion. Have you ever seen a ratio like that? Like, to me, that is absolutely scary. That's insane. But again, the reason why is it's going to be very slow at first. But as more liquidity comes in, as more people start staking, and just over time, over month span, of just gradual liquidity flooding into, these subnets, just through BitTensor's, tokenomics itself, is going to get this, a lot more liquid. And I guess, make these ratios not look absolutely insane. But, there are a lot of different subnets here. Some of my favorites, like we got Shoots here. This is actually subnet 64. The way I'm playing it too is, I'm trying to look for coins that really do have a good use case. Kind of within and outside of crypto, some really good teams, things like that, really like strong builders. But the thing within a lot of these subnets, if not maybe 95% of them, is all of them are actually building something worthwhile. To me, it's not, you're not fighting like it's, like the Solana blockchain, if you have 10 projects, you don't have to worry that 9 of them are scams, and one is going to be this legit 200x coin. Almost every single project that is operating under a subnet is a legit project, because a lot of these projects, I mean, they had to pay a pretty good price to be, to be able to be a subnet. Um, so in my opinion, there's just a lot of value being built on this chain, and this chain alone is now incentivizing these projects to continue to actually build, because they can actually turn some sort of profit or use the tokenomics mechanism to their ability for different use cases, whatever the case may be. That's kind of what Shoots is doing here. It's a very interesting one. I think this is probably a blue chip, and I say blue chip, but all of these are very new, very high risk. But this is dTAO stats. Was one website, even though it just blanked out on me. I don't know what happened there. And dTAO stats is the other one. So, like I was saying, number one is if let's say you buy BitTensor on Coinbase. That's going to be step one, right? Number two is you're going to want to go to, you can use a valid BitTensor wallet. I actually would recommend the Talisman wallet. You can go to talisman.xyz. This is going to be a pretty good wallet to be using. And what you want to do is send your BitTensor into your Talisman wallet. It's as easy as, buying ETH on Coinbase, sending your ETH into MetaMask. You know what I mean? Once you download the wallet, obviously put your seed phrase in. Once you create the wallet, though, it's going to prompt you. Okay, it's going to say, what chain do you want to create your, your wallet for? It's like you don't have like a full out set address yet until you tell the wallet, like, okay, do you want an ETH wallet? Do you want a Polkadot? I think there's other chains as well. But once you set that up, it should be like 2 clicks. Once you click it, then your Polkadot wallet will literally be set up. It'll give you the address. And then once you're in there, you then send your BitTensor into that, obviously. And then once you have that set up, then you can now go into dTAO stats. You can sign in. You can use your email, GitHub, I guess. I'm going to just do anonymous. Oh, it's like a pin. I'm like, when do I have a pin? So don't save this. This is just anonymous. I don't know. Skip that. This is literally just to show you guys the dashboard. So right now you can see I'm anonymous, but the thing is now if you are linked and you have a wallet connected. Okay, so this actually just went to one of my Talisman wallets. So in here, this was a test wallet that I had. So as you can see right now, I actually have massive bags of these stacked up. 0.02 tau, 0.02 tau on Shoots and Kaido. This was a test from earlier, but yeah, so what you want to do is once you are now connected, this platform is going to prompt you to connect your wallet. And then once you get in here, all you're going to want to do is, forget this, picture this was not here. You're going to want to go into this chart here, click add subnet, and then whatever subnet that you think is really good. Basically, when I say subnet, you can just think about it as what project do you want to stake to then earn rewards in that set token. I know I haven't made videos going in depth of any of these yet, but Kaido AI, which is a token that just launched actually today, which is funny. A lot of people didn't even know that they actually have their own subnet token as well, which I think is actually insanely undervalued. But again, the ratios on these are insane, guys. So, I'd say it's still very high risk at the moment because of just it being so new. But there are a lot of interesting projects being built, and that's how I'm looking at these right now. This is not going to be something where, you're not going to try to aim for, 50x flip in like 2 days. Like, this is something like you're basically betting on very strong teams within an ecosystem, but you can kind of bet on them while the charts are very bottomed out. They're very low, still very new, very low liquidity, you know. And I would say potentially just jumping into some solid ones, even putting a little bit into some higher risk ones is going to be a great play. As far as something long term, again, it's going to be ridiculously high risk, but at the same point, I know for a fact that most of these projects, are not just building some LARP AI stuff. Like, this is not Solana. You know what I mean? Like, these are real projects with real teams building. But like I was saying earlier, though, that it's as easy as clicking on this tab, choosing whatever subnet you want. It's literally just numbered here. You can hit add. Like, this one, Taoshi is pretty interesting. Dippy, I think Dippy is a very undervalued play. Dippy alone. 19's pretty interesting too. Omega, pretty interesting. D-Search, very interesting. I like this one a lot. NI Compute, I like a lot. Haven't looked into these two specifically too much yet. Bitmind is very interesting. What they're building is actually a great use case that will come into play probably in the future for AI, but very good stuff there too. Chunking, which is tied to Vector Chat AI, which is a coin I've been bullish on for I don't know how many months, like 7-8 months now, or something like that, 6 maybe. Neural, I think this isn't that Neural AI project. This is their subnet token. Like, that one's a killer project as well. Got the Compute subnet. There's a ton of them, guys. Like, literally most of these are actual gems. And Shoots 64, I think, is a top tier one. Like, those are just some. There's probably like 3 to 5 more that I'm very much so personally going to be staking to very soon. But those are just some really good ones, and I think Open Kaido, Shoots are probably just probably safer ones at the moment. But when I say safe, again, nothing is safe in crypto, guys. I'm not a financial advisor whatsoever. Just some dude on the internet giving you my opinion on different coins and just where I think I see heavy opportunity. But that was mainly what I wanted to cover for this video as far as, staking into, these different tokens. So that is really it. I was going to do a little bit about the market, but you know what? I'd rather just make this video about one topic. I can always cover the market in the next video. So again, I appreciate it. I hope hope you guys found some value in this. I hope it helped. If anyone has been looking to, actually stake to the platform or a platform just to get exposure, I hope that helped. So outside of that, I appreciate it, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks.